Good evening. You are tuned in to the Shruti Show and I'm with you till 10. So I promised something festive. Have a listen to this.
Happy Christmas, everybody! Bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So you cannot see me right now, but I have a massive smile on my face. It's just so festive and it's so close to home. So that was a local band called Masti with their Christmas Bhangra track, which has been trending on TikTok. They've got over 700,000 views. Is that right? Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to press play on that track very shortly. But first, let's have a chat with them. So Amir and Amjad, father and son, are here in the studio with me now. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
There's also a third member, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah. Big shout out firstly to Surinder. Unfortunately, he has got norovirus. We think it's norovirus. We're telling everyone it's norovirus. It might be something else. But he's at home tucked up in bed and he only lives down the road. So yeah, we're really missing him.
And what a time to be poorly.
Yeah, well, hopefully it clears just, Christmas Day is in 2 days.
2 sleeps. Let's pray for him.
Not long to go. Yeah.
Okay, so firstly, I just want to say, so I had a little look at your TikTok. Over 700,000 views. Did you imagine that it would have that it would be that successful?
Not really at all. I mean, when we recorded it and stuff, we did it just basically for ourselves and, for BBC Radio Leicester. And we were thinking maybe we wake up in the morning, when we released it on TikTok with, maybe a dozen views, maybe some views from our families. But when we saw it in the morning and it had over 100,000 views already, after one day, it was just like, what's happening? And it was crazy because I've never really gone on TikTok, but we were just swiping with a finger every second, and it was like, there's 10 views, there's 10 views, there's 10 views, and it got addictive, and I think I've got finger strain at the moment.
Oh, yeah, be careful with that RSI. What do you think people love about it so much?
I think we're a little bit silly, right? And we're quite silly as people anyway. Like we don't take ourselves seriously. I think, as you can probably tell from the video.
I love it because you're here in Santa hats, and you've got these massive smiles on your faces. I can tell. Yeah,
we're in a full festive spirit, Shruti. We're in full spirit. So it's I think we don't take ourselves seriously. We're smiling, and we just want to. Thing is, as a band, we like fusing and kind of mashing songs up. And one of the things that we do is we've created a term called Bhangrafai, and we've never heard this term before anyway, so we're going to put a copyright on it, little trademark sign, a symbol at the end, and we Bhangrafai English songs. So, going from like Queen to This Is How We Do It, Montel Jordan, to Hot Stepper, right? We Freed From Desire. We Bhangrafai English songs as well, because we realised it kind of resonates across quite a few audiences, and that's how we got the attention of BBC Leicester in the first place. And it was we did something with Children in Need for the Children Need stuff, and then Joe from Radio Leicester actually reached out and said, have you guys Bhangrafied like any Christmas songs before? And I was like, we looked at him and we were like, no, but we absolutely can do. Challenge accepted. So within 7 days, literally, we were presented with the idea. We decided to do Jingle Bells. We were like, what song should we fuse it with? And we were like, we just had the idea for Demand the Muscular, we like an iconic song, like cultural song from the West.
And everyone loves a Cavalli, right?
Exactly, right, yeah. Iconic song from the West, iconic song from the East, mash it up, fuse it together, and it just literally just worked. So we did it, and then we practiced it, then decided to record it, and actually we're like, hang on, let's try and make a track about this, and then make a video, and literally the whole thing shot, edited, 7 days, start to finish. So literally didn't sleep for 7 days, then released it, and I've not slept for 7 days since. So it's been a bit wild.
Wow. Okay, and there was a lot of quick transitions I saw in the video as well. How tricky is that to do?
What, to edit? Or
yeah.
I mean, I've edited a few videos in the past, but I mean, it doesn't. It's just a case of trying to keep it engaged and trying to keep it like a fun video, really, keeping it flow. Not keeping anything on a particular angles for too long, but just kind of just constant change. So we've got the elf in there. You might have noticed the elf around there.
The elf's so cute.
Oh, the elf was so hard because the elf kept falling off. Right, so we've got a bloopers reel. We've got a bloopers reel that nobody's actually seen yet. Hopefully, it's going out tomorrow, and it's a bloopers reel. Yeah. And this elf is taking up 50% of the bloopers reel because he just kept falling over. We just want to do silly things like that, really.
Yeah, and I think that it's so heartwarming and endearing to watch. Amir, tell us how this band came about. How did you decide that you're actually going to get into a band with family?
So it's a really cool backstory actually. So way before I was born, Amjad, who is my dad, who feels very weird calling him Amjad, I'm very sorry, Daddy, and Surinder and Uncle Surinder.
You can call him Dad if you want.
Yeah, Daddy and Uncle Surinder. They were in a band called Nade Oshni in the 80s, and it was one of the bands, one of the Midlands bands that was doing pretty well. They released an album that did pretty well, and then Dad quit the band because he was about to have a baby. He had a completely new set of priorities in life, and so he left the band kind of at their peak. And I grew up, right? I think every little boy grows up in awe of his dad, right? Idolizing his dad, and obviously for me it was no different. But the difference was I'd heard the stories of him being up on stage, and there's still to this day, genuinely, there's not been a day of my life I've not heard at least one of his songs. So I always said, one day I'm going to start a band with you. One day I'll start. And he probably thought, yeah, right. Wait till we get a bit older. You're going to want nothing to do with me. Yeah.
So it was your idea to start the band, or Dad Amjad's?
No, I wanted to start it. I wanted to do something with him, and with Surinder, I desperately and kind of bring something back together. I actually wanted to call the band Nade Oshni, and they were like, guys, this is how it's...
Or 2.0, Nade Oshni 2.0.
Nade Oshni 2.0, yeah, definitely. No, I wanted the original again, but I think that's one of the reasons why we resonated so much, because we brought the legacy of the band into a new era, but we cover all demographics when we're there performing at Millars. We've got you've got older people, you've got younger people, and it kind of covers everything, and again, the family dynamic I think is kind of what's really helped it to take off as well.
Yeah. Amjad, what is it like working with your son? Do you have disagreements? You know how people say don't go into business with family. What is it like?
To be honest, it's brilliant. And one of the things, I write the music for the bands, and I've written all kinds of stuff. But musically, I'm okay-ish. But
You're being modest.
I'm okay, but Amir's got a fantastic ear. He could play music when he was 3-4 years old. He just picked a keyboard and he would just play it. And he'd play up the phones and make tunes. He could play proper tunes on phones just with the beeping sounds.
But I imagine subconsciously he took that in as a baby, because you were on stage, you were already making music, and so he's almost had a bit of a head start in that sense.
He did, but he was never around when I was on stage. So remember, because I quit at that
you
stage.
Quit before?
That's
okay.
right.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
You've forgotten that.
I've always felt guilty.
But he just had a musical ear, because some people are blessed with it, and he is blessed with a really, really musical ear, and he's able to work out stuff. So working with him, when I write something or do something and he tells me I'm wrong, I just take his word for it. because invariably he's correct, and I'll be wrong. So we actually work really well together. So I put on the stuff, I make all the music and whatever, and he fixes all the bits. But as a team, between myself, Amir, and Surinder, we actually gel really, really well, because we all like each other, we all respect each other, and we just kind of work off each other's ideas. If you ever get the opportunity to see one of our gigs, you'll see we don't actually just mix English and Asian music. It's a blended into, they're all intertwined. So it's not just like, here's a little bit of an English song now followed by an Asian song. The English songs are intertwined into the Asian song. So it becomes a fantastic mix. And that takes imagination working through, and, basically three people who really love their music, love what they are able to do, and then to be able to work it together. So, but it's a pleasure working with him and Surinder.
What would you say inspires you when you're coming up with the track, Amir?
What inspires me? I I like a challenge. It's hard to say. It's a really tricky one to say. It's I don't want to be really cheesy and say, oh, it's my dad who inspires me for everything. Like obviously he does, but that's the generic answer. I think we don't. Because we never do anything seriously, we get together and we have these brainstorming sessions, and we know that it might sound really big-headed. We know one of us is going to strike gold with something, right? Because we all think in a really similar type of way, and we start to work a routine, and we think, yeah, you know what? Exactly, it doesn't sound magic just yet, but it's okay, because the next time we get together, the penny will drop for one of us, and we'll have an idea of, hang on, let's do this or let's do that. So if that answers the question a bit.
And so this has obviously been a massive, massive hit, and you're still riding the wave of that. But what is to come next, Amjad?
Well, I've got a lot of unfinished business in terms of tracks and stuff, which I wrote many years ago. We've been looking at those, and I've been looking at more modern tracks. So we've got some tracks lined up for this coming year. So we will be releasing tracks as they're coming through, and they should be. Well, we will because we like them. Hopefully, everybody else will like them.
Oh, can't wait to hear them. All right. So, how can people find you online then?
Please give us a follow, everybody. Give us a follow on Instagram. Our handle is This Is Musty. So Musty, Masti, all one word. This Is Musty on Instagram. On Facebook, we are Musty Band. On TikTok, we're This Is Musty with an underscore at the end. So This Is Musty _. Please give us a follow, guys. That would be massively appreciated. We did Leicester Miller last year actually, and we did Nottingham Miller, the indoor one. So yeah, hopefully we'll be doing some more next year as well. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming into the station, because we don't always have people coming into the studio, but it is so nice, and you've really brought festive spirit and festive cheer with what you're wearing. Just generally, you've got really cheery, lovely energy about you. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
So would you please then introduce your track for us? I don't know if you want to both do it somehow, or maybe, I don't know, somehow.
I'll let them still. You go.
Fantastic, thank you. Oh, one more thing we forgot to mention, by the way. Sorry, is we did win the award for Best Band at the UK Bhangra Awards just over a week ago. So that's also contributed to the no sleep. I just wanted to add that one. It's something we're really proud of. So I wanted to add that one in there.
Was it for this track?
No. We released this track the day after. Yeah, the day after.
Okay.
So yeah, we won that as a band, and then
you must be on such a high right now.
Yeah, well, yeah. You can see the bags of the vibe, but not so yeah. So the high was there. I kind of just want to sleep now. But no, a real high.
Sleep after Christmas.
I'll sleep after Christmas. That's it.
All right, go on then. Introduce
okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. Please. I'd love to announce. We would love to announce. Musty would love to announce our new track, our Christmas mashup of Jingle Bells featuring Damar the Muska London. We've codenamed it Jingle Belly.
Punjabi Christmas, everybody!